The original languages of the Bible, Hebrew and Greek, are quite hard to learn. And let's face it, very few Christians became believers because they read the Hebrew of the Old Testament or the Greek of the New Testament. Actually, for most purposes, using a translation in any language is more than sufficient for God's Word to be effective, to transform lives, to comfort, to do all the things that God's Word is intended to do. So why would we bother with learning Hebrew and Greek when a translation can do all those things as well? Well, a translation remains a translation. And you can have the best translation in the world, but a translation is never able to translate everything. Or you can have a very good translation that captures the atmosphere of the text, that captures the right flow of thought. But there's always something a translation cannot capture, because the source language is always richer than any translation process can capture. So therefore, theologians, and preferably pastors as well, should spend a lot of time in Hebrew and in Greek, just to make sure that they don't limit the meaning of the text to what they find in the translation, but that they are able to feed others by following the detail of the Hebrew and the Greek text, simply because a translation is inadequate, despite being the best possible translation. Now, by paying attention to detail, you find things that may surprise you, actually. In the letter to Titus, there is a Greek word that is normally translated with self-control, or something to that effect. Now, if you look at the word quite carefully and you see where it's used and what the constituent parts of the word are, then actually the word is sound-mindedness. It's not a very pretty English word, being sound-minded, but being sound of mind, we can almost understand what it means. It is about health, it is healthy thinking. And that is what in Titus indeed is talking about. Titus has to provide a structure in which people are taught. Why? So that they will be sound of mind, that there is a clear thinking within the church. And I had never seen that unless I was forced to think about the details of every word. And why is this word here while it doesn't occur in this frequency anywhere else in the Bible? And then I noticed that but the whole health language is much more dense in Titus than anywhere else. Hey, has this word sound-minded, no, healthy of mind, something to do with that other health language? Yes, of course. And then slowly, by thinking about the details, you suddenly see, oh yeah, there is a very strong message here in Titus that we need to be taught.